that I'm in the right place.
Well, why don't you get someone to help you? It's a big area, you can search for ages.
I don't know how we have achieved such complete misinterpretation within the space of less than half a minute.
Who are you?
Mr. Halpern, it's understandably difficult for me to talk.
It's even harder for me to listen. I ask questions and never get an answer.
You see, this is what Florence desired. It was her last request.
I'm Johnson, and Henri is
Joe Halpern.
Joe Halpern.
And Joe Halpern is a guy who manufactures boxes. He's an East Ender. He's a Londoner, and his wife's died. So it's very, very sad. His wife's died.
and we bump into each other at the funeral. And
Bump into each other. He
Well,
wants to put flowers on the grave.
It's a Jewish funeral. I didn't know.
I have never seen him in my life.
Working with these two guys has been fun because it says directed by Mark Kilmurray, but really it's listening and laughing a lot by Mark Kilmurray and letting them do their thing and then shaping it towards some sort of staging. And it's been beautiful. It's been great fun. It doesn't feel like it's been a rehearsal process. It's actually felt like it's been just great fun, a bit of a party, and at the end we have a show. And it's a pleasure watching them too. They're just so good together.
Some people aren't happy unless they're able to blame their defects on someone else.
Ask me, it's well-honed political philosophy. Wonderful way to keep the population under control. Kicking the chap underneath is far less disruptive to society than kicking the chap above, even if he's more deserving of it.
And of course, we're working with Mark Kilmurray,
Who?
the director, and we had Lionel Goldstein come in the other day. Don't say-
Steen.
On the other hand, she fought 5 years for a downstairs toilet.
So you know about that?
You've no idea how the positioning, decorating and tiling of that toilet dominated our conversation. If it's any consolation, it took precedence over art, literature, opera and world politics.
So you know about the extension?
The extension, the cloakroom, the shower, the size of the hand basin, the colour of the tiles, the shade of the paint, the difficulty with the district surveyor over the waste pipe. I was on your side. I was with you all the way. I said to Florence, why are you being so obstinate? Joe's right, but she was so stubborn.
I didn't want it in the first place.
I know.
So you heard what happened with the builder?
A nasty business.
Was I right?
Absolutely, and I advised Florence that you deserved her full support, even if it meant going to the High Court.
Oh, the lawyers' fees were a fortune. For what I paid them, I could have put a 4-piece suite into every room in the house.
But there was a principle involved.
I'm not so sure I like the idea.
Without my support, you've had a great deal more friction. That wasn't the
Do you
only
know what?
time
Your support irritates me. Who asked you to stick your nose in? You're meddling.
I wasn't sticking my nose into anything.
And for two actors of these standing, it's great seeing them get their teeth into these beautiful roles. And it's very gentle and very... you leave smiling. It's lovely.
The rehearsal process. Yeah. What do you think of the rehearsal process?
very enjoyable.
Working with this guy is murder.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process. And it's like cheese. It's terrific now. It's really, really fresh when Garry's working because he can't hear himself. It's fantastic. Have you said it?
I had a moment here today when we did a performance. You remember today, and I actually said to you, "Did I miss my cue?" He hadn't spoken yet, but I thought he'd said it, and I hadn't heard it.
Yeah, that's right. Now, from now on, we're going to go.
It's good.
That'll really stuff him up.
How often? Approximately thrice a year.
Thrice.
3 times.
I know what thrice means!
Approximately thrice a year.
Thrice.
3 times.
I know what thrice means!